quadratic equation solving app, enter the following number: 1 solving equation, 2 is it. For example, I put the number 1 and it says enter a value of a. For example, I put 1, it says enter the value of b. I put -5, and it says enter the value of c, so I put 6. So now the program will calculate the equation for me automatically. So you see that the equation will be x power minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. And in this case, you see that the discriminant is greater than 0, so it has 2 root, and the first one will be 3, and the second one will be 2, like this. So the next, if I want to calculate again, 1 minus 4 and 4. So now you see that in this case it say the current equation x power minus 4x plus 4 equals 0, and after the calculate discriminant, the value will be 0. So since discriminant is 0, there is 1 root, so it calculate to be 1, 2. So example, I put 1 again, and I will put that 1, 2, 5. So you see that it say the current equation x power plus 2x plus 5 equals 0, and calculate the discriminant. Use this formula, and the value of discriminant is minus 16, which is less than 0. So it says since less than 0, they are complex loops. So our complex loops will be this and this one. And after that, if I put the number 2, the program will ask me, do you want to exit the system? If I say no, then I put 10, the program will continue. But if I put 2 and I say yes, the program will exit the system. In this video clip, I will show you how to create the quadratic equation solving app. So to do that, the first I will write in the command for the about the variable that will be used in the program. So the first we have the OTP, and this one will be the option to choose. Be option to choose the kind of operation, and next we'll use the exist system. This variable we'll use when to exist system when user finish operation. So now we will declare. So we declare integer OTP, and then we declare exist system. This one we declare with the initial value for 1. This. So the next is about the app section. So we write app start like this. And for the app section, we'll use the while loops. So I say while like this. and this one inside here I will write about true. This, and in here I will say and app start like this. So in this app it's about calculate quadratic equation. So inside the while loop we will write the detail of the app. So inside that we will show the message to the user. So I write console dot write, and here we say and quadratic, right? Quadratic equation solving app, for example. So this is about the first message, and the second message we talk about this. It say enter the following number. Enter the following number. This means that we ask the user to put the number or the menu that they want to operate. Console. So we have the first number for number 1. The one we say solve quadratic equation. Solve quadratic equation. And number 2, what is about exist. This program we just have the 2 options. 1 for solve the equation, and then number 2, when you finish the equation solving, you can exit the program. So you put the number 2. So after we show the message, we have to declare the variable to get the value from the user. So in here we use the OPT, right? OPT, this one. So we convert to in st2 and console dot read line like this. So after we get the value, we have to separate, right, that 1 or 2. So in this case I will use the switch by right here the Kai menu, to make operation, and this section I will use the switch. So I say switch and OPT option. So let's say and just copy this one and paste this. So after that we write the detail, and for the detail we have the case 1, right? case 1, and we say break like this. So the case 1 we will talk about solving quadratic equation, right? So just write solving quadratic equation like this. And we go to next for the number 2. So the case number 2 is say case 2, and we also have break like this. So the case number 2 we say that is the system when user finish operation. And for the case, we don't have the case number 2, but the last one we had a default, right? So I say default this. So the case default we also have the break, this one. And for the default we just ask the user to put the number 1 or number 2 only, right? So this needs to tell user to input number 1 or 2 only, like this. So now we are going to create a detail for the case number 1. Case number 1, I just click here. For the case number 1, we will create a method for equation solving. So for example, that I created a method called solve quadratic equation, for example like this, and just write this, and I comment that call the method this one, call the method, just copy this one, call the method solve equation quadratic, call this one for quadratic equation solving, for quadratic equation solving like this. And after that I just want to enter new line, so I just say this one, just comment new line, this. So you see that this one has the red underlined because we haven't created this the detail of this method yet, so you have something like this, and I will create that later. But we go to for the number 2 or the case number 2 about the system. So when the user put the number 2, so it will go into the case 2. So in that we will have the detail that to ask the user that do you want to exist the system? Do you want to exit the system. For example, we confirm to the user that whether you want to exit or not. So after that, we'll ask the user to put, for example, yes or no, like this, question mark. And it is, I don't want to enter a new line, so I delete this one. So after you ask the user to put yes or no, you have to declare the variable to get the value. So for example, in here I say string yes or no, get this value. So I just say console dot read line, like this. And after you get a value, you have to separate, right, that is yes or no. So I use the if statement. If yes or no, this one yes, that is. If the value we get from the user is yes, that means we have to stop the program. So we use the variable is this one, we change this value to be 0. And to rewrite about this section, we have to create the if outside, right? We say this one about switch, right? This one about, so we say outside in here. So if is system equals 0, right? This means we will break the while loop, right? So to stop, we have to break the while loop. So I use this one. So in this, we comment that stop the program. Is the system when user finish operation, like this. So this is about the case number 2. The next, we are going to create detail about the default. Default, we just tell the user to input the number 2 or number 1 only. So we have to show some message, console dot write this, and here we say try again, and we say console dot write, and here we put please enter the number, please enter the number 1 or 2 only, like this. And then I want to enter, so I just choose set end like this. So now we complete for the default case number 2, but the case number 1 we are not finished yet because we haven't created the detail of the method SolveQuadratic equation. So from now we are going to create the detail of this. So to do that, we go outside the main method, this one, go outside and we'll create about the detail of this equation. So we say static and void, and we say solve, right? If you write the name, solve quadratic equation, like this. And in here we do like this, right? So now you see that the number one, right? You see that this one, right, this method, no error, because we create this method table, right? So now we just going to create about the detail. So the first we'll write some comment in here to make other people understand. So say the quadratic equation, right? The quadratic equation, and the quadratic equation will have the form like this: a x, right, and power, right, 2 and plus b x plus c equal 0, right? And in here you see that we will have a a is not, right? It's not 0, or it's different 0. And so that means we have 3 variable, right? A, B, C, and we use this one equal. We use this value to build equation string, right? So I say build equation string with proper size this. So now we declare for the ABC, we will declare to be double A, B, C, like this, and we will string this one equal this one we declare with 0, like this, or nothing inside that. So after that, we will ask the user to input ABC, right, and the program will automatically calculate the solution. So the next session is about input values, right? So it's an input value for A. For example, for A like this. So to that, and as you know that A is not 0, so we have, when the user put 0, we have to ask back for user that please put the number that is not 0. So to do that, to repeat or to ask back, we have to use the while loop. So to do that, I will use the while loop. Right. And you just write n input value for a, like this. And now we are going to create a detail. So to do that, we ask the user to input. So I say console right say enter value of a, enter value of a, that is. And after that, we have to get the value from the user. So I say a equal convert dot to a double, like this, and we say console dot read line, this one. So now we get the value, and then we have to separate the value that 0 or is not. So I say if we use if statement, a equal 0, then we will say console dot write. We say try again, and then we say console dot write that the value of a cannot be 0. The value of a cannot be 0, like this. So, and after that, you ask else a equal 1, then we show the equation to be like this, to be nothing, right? So equal, this one should be like this, dollar and x power 2, like this. So it means that when the a is 1, that you don't show 1 with x, but if for example 2 or 3, we show that 2x 3x, like this. But in the case number 1, we don't show. And we also have the similarity like this case for the value -1. So we say else if, again, a equal minus 1. In case like this. In the case like this, we will show there's a minus that. So it's equal plus and we show minus x square 2 or power 2 like this. This means we don't show minus 1x, we just show minus x power 2 like this. And in the case that it's not minus 1, it's not 1, and it's not 0, that means we will use for the else like this. So in the case like that, we say EQ plus equal total, and inside in here we say a like this, and then we have x and power 2 like this one. And for the condition that is not 0, we have to break the while loop. So I will put in here break, we have to break, which means that we will go to the next to input the b value, so we have to break. In the case that is break, and this one also break, because we will stop the while loop. But if for the case 0, we don't break because we will ask back to the user to input again. So we don't break, so we still in the while loop in here. So after that, we will go for input values for b. So now we go next for input value for b, right? And for b, we say b can be any value, right? Even 0. Console dot write, and we just say enter value of b, enter value of b like this. So I don't want to enter new line, so minus this one. So after that, we have to declare the variable to get the value. So we say b equal convert dot to double, and in here we say console dot read line like this. And after that, we have to separate, right? In the case that b is different 0 or is 0, so I will use the if statement. If b is not 0, then the equation will be EQ plus equal, and in here we will open this one. So if b is greater than 0, this ask the worker like this, then will be like plus, right, b like this. This means that we will show the value of b to the console like this, and then we plus by x like this, and then we say otherwise we have this one minus like this, and we say we use the map dot a absolute, right, absolute for b. We use the map function to show that, and after that x. This means that when the value of b is minus, we use absolute for the value of b, and then we plus the sign minus and followed by the x like this. So we end this one, and then we will consider for the input values for c. So we say input value for c like this. So this also similar to b, so we say ask the user to put console write this one, enter value of c, enter value of c like this, and after that we use the variable c to get the value to convert to double console dot read line like this one. Okay, so from now we have to consider that the value of b of c is 0 or not. So I also use the if statement. If c is not 0, then we have the equation to be this. C greater than 0 as this, and we say plus c like this, and otherwise we have minus, and here we say math, use the math dot absolute, and say c like this. This means that when we will consider that c 0 or not, right? So when it's not 0, it should be greater than 0 or less than 0. So when greater, we just plus c, but when less than 0, we have to put the sign of minus. So we will do this, and after that we will have the equation EQ have to plus the sign for equal 0. This. So now is the time we complete for to get the value for A, B, C. So now is the time that we have to show the equation to the console. So next I will say show the equation. Right. Show the equation to the console. So in here, to do that, we'll use the console dot write this one, and in here we say use this one. The equation, the quadratic equation, the quadratic equation. Just say this one equal like this, and then we want to enter new line, so just select N. So now it's about to show the equation. So the next we will to calculate. So to do that, we will have the calculate the discriminant. So I just say this discriminant. So you have to show that console dot write this one. Calculate discriminant. Calculate discriminant. And you know that D stands for discriminant equal B power and minus 4 AC like this. So after that we do calculate console dot write in here. You say D or discriminant equal in here we have to put this one and B B and then power and then minus 4 multiply A right, and multiply C like this. So after that, just end by semicolon. So the next video, this one we just show to the console. So we have to calculate. So to calculate, we use this one. We say double and we say discriminant equal b multiply b minus 4 multiply a multiply c should be like this, right? So after that, we show that console dot write here we use total. We have d equal, here you have b multiply b like this, and then we have minus, right, minus 4 multiply a multiply c like this. And after that, we show the calculation result. Console dot write show that d equal, say inside here discriminant, that is okay. So after we get the value for discriminant, we have to solve for x1 and x2, right? So that we have to separate by using the if statement. For example, in here I just which say solve for x if this one discriminant greater than 0. If greater than 0, this means we have the true solution. So we say console dot write and in here we say sin discriminant is greater than 0, right? Sin discriminant is, this just say is greater than 0. There are two new roots. There are two new roots like this. So we solve that for the numerator. So I say double numerator 1. I have numerator 1. This equal minus b, right, and plus map the square. Map dot square. This one, and in here we use like this criminal like this, and the similar to this, I just copy this one to calculate the numerator number 2. Just change the b to like this, and this one should be minus. Okay, so after that we have to calculate the denominator. So we say double numerator. We have to denominator. So this one, and 2 multiply a this. So after that we have to show, right? So after that we have to show that console dot write this, and in here we have to write for x1. This means that we calculate the solution for x1. And then we say console dot write in here, use this one. So here we say x1, right? x1 equal, and minus, right, b like this. Then plus square root, right? Square root for this criminal. And then divide by 2 multiply a like this. So the next we will do the calculation. Console dot write in here. So inside here we say x1 equal this one, right? Minus b and then plus math square dot square to this discriminant and after that we this one and divide by denominator like this, right? But you see we still have the error about this. So what happened in here? Say minus b plus math dot square and discriminant this should be this one, right? So to do that we have to put this one and this one. Just only this way. Then and by denominator, right? Okay, this is all correct. So we go the next for x1 console to right and here. So x1 equal numerator 1 numerator 1 and divide numerator 2. Maybe this one is not correct. I think it should be denominator, right? Okay, so we add this. So after that we go for console dot write and here x1 equal numerator 1, right? Multiply the denominator. This one we don't show, we just calculate, so we don't use the other symbol. So we use, okay. So after that, we solve for the x2. x2 is very similar. So we just copy this one. We just change something. Just change a little bit. So I just copy this one and I post here. So I change for to be 2 and this one 2 2 2 2, but we have to change this one to be minus. Okay, so this one to be minus, and what else? We have to change the numerator, right? This one to be number 2 and this one to be number 2, like this. Okay, so now we finish for x1 and x2. So the next we will consider for discriminant equal 0. So say L if discriminant equals 0. In the case equals 0 is mean that we have one solution. So I say console dot write this one. I say sin d equal 0. There is one new root. There is one new root. There is one new root like this. And after that, I show that new just show double. Oh, this one. Numerator equal minus b and double denominator equal 2 multiply a, and then you show the console write this one. We show daughter x equal minus b and then divide by 2 multiply A, this one, like this. So we say console.write this one x equal minus say here new numerator, right? And this one to be the numerator. Okay, so after that, console dot write in here, say x equal. Now we just do the calculations with new numerator, denominator, like this. So the next we'll consider in the case that less is not 0 and is greater than 0. So next we calculate about else, right? Else in L case. For the L case, we have the discriminant less than 0, right? So I say console right sin d 0. They are complex loops. They are complex loops. So to do that, we say double and we say new part equal minus b dy by 2 multiply a like this. Okay, so the next we say double and image part equal math dot square like this minus discriminant and dy by 2 multiply a like this. And after that we show the value, so we use console write this. In here we say x1 equal say the real part, right, and plus image import like this. And similar, I just copy this one for the loop number 2. Change the v minus y. So now we complete for the complex loop and the real loop. So now this means that we end. So now we just copy this one. Copy this one and we say in here for n. So for x. So now let's run our program to see what will happen. So just Control F4 on the keyboard. So now you see that we have the run result like this. So it's a quadratic equation solving app and say enter the following number. So number 1 say solve quadratic equation and number 2 for exist the program. So to test that, I just put the number 1 that is, and for example I put 2 and minus 9 and 11. So you see that instead of quadratic equation, that is 1, right? And we say calculate discriminant. Use this formula. After that, we do the calculation like this. So you see that in this case the discriminant is less than 0. So it say since discriminant is less than 0, they are complex loops, right? So the first one will be this, and the second one will be this one. So the next, for example, I want to calculate this. I just put 1 and minus 12 plus 4 like this. So when I put 1 minus 12 and 4, that my equation will be like this one: x power minus 12x plus 4 equals 0. So then we calculate the discriminant, and you see that the discriminant is 128, which is greater than 0. So we say since d is greater than 0, there are 2 real roots. So for the x1 we have to be like this, to this one, right? And for the x2 to be this one, the calculation. So after that, if so this is about the question calculation. So if you test the function number 2, first I put 2. We can say, do you want to exist the system? I say no. So you come back again. So I put the number 2 again. I put yes. Then the program will end like this.